Hello.
How we doing?
So, I'll let you take over. I don't want to start talking, but yeah.
Well, we're CBD American Shaman of Waco. We are a CBD store located in downtown Waco, 721 4th Street. We are behind In-N-Out Burger, next door to Smoothie King and Chipotle. And we, every day in this shop, answer what is seemingly the same questions over and over again, which is awesome because the biggest part of what we do is educating others on why CBD and why does everybody say CBD solves every problem in the world. So why not talk to a bigger audience, anyone that's willing to listen. We're going to feature a product a day or a product a week. Every time we go live, we'll feature a specific product. And we just had a launch of a new product today. So we're looking forward to answering more questions. Whatever we want to do. This is easy. I mean, we have our Black Rifle Coffee Company coffee, and we'll answer questions. But we wanted to start today with who we are and why CBD American Shaman, or CBD everywhere, why this? So we're going to answer that today and any other questions that come along the way. So my name is Ann Tamparello.
My name is Michael Amador. I love hemp, so I grew up with it, and I want this first live to be more of an introduction to who we are. We want to personalize your visit to American Shaman, let you know that we're just regular people. We love hemp and the byproducts of it, and we want to put it in everybody's hands, and that's pretty much my main goal in this particular video.
Right. So, quick background is I have an athletic background. I grew up playing soccer, played soccer in college, and then after I finished up college, I got into athletic performance, strength and conditioning, it's more commonly known as. But I did athletic performance at 3 major Power 5 universities over the course of 10 plus years. And I've had a multitude of surgeries on both of my knees. 3 ACLs, double-digit clean-outs of both knees. My knees are not normal. And as I've gotten older, they have brought a ton of pain and limitation to my everyday activity level. So a friend of mine that I went to high school with, he opened up 3 CBD American Shamans in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I went to one of his grand openings to support him, not knowing anything about CBD. He said, you should take this for your knees. So, great, I'll support you. Give me a bottle of whatever it is that this magical formula is. So I took their water-soluble product. Night 1, slept like a rock. Never had any sort of sleeping issues, falling asleep, staying asleep, nothing. But I slept like a rock, and when I woke up, I was awake, totally recharged. About 4 or 5 days later, I felt my knees alleviated, pain-wise. I was happy about it. I am not, I'm not going to believe that you can fix the amount of damage that has been done from the multitudes of surgeries in my knees. I'll never be able to go outside and run on concrete without pain. But I could stand up, sit down, do general activities, run around with my nephews with no pain. And it was phenomenal. Now, if I overdo it, I'll still get pain. But that is how I got into CBD. And now Michael's going to tell you a little bit about how he got into it as well.
So guys, I don't have the resume that Ann has. I'm just a regular person. I work a 9 to 5 at a local financial institution here in Waco, Texas. And again, not as strenuous as your knees being blown out, and not to take away the actual experience from that, because obviously the pain hurts. But dealing with anxiety and just feeling like the world is on fire, it takes its toll for anybody. And then add out additional, problems, daily, occurrences and stuff like that. Eventually, it kind of takes its toll. So I got into hemp, and at an early age, around 17, unfortunately, or not unfortunately, because really the goal for me is to take away the stigma of hemp. initially smoke THC, dominant cannabis. So, and part of that is just, again, taking away that stigma where it's just like an evil thing, and trying to look at it from a different perspective and gain kind of a more positive understanding of this plant. CBD specifically in hemp and the products of it, they help with my daily kind of looming anxiety, and it's easier to manage. It doesn't get rid of it entirely, but it just makes that day a little bit easier. And I saw that immediately, and I want everybody else to have that. So.
Good. Which, what he said, wanting everybody else to have that, leads into why CBD American Shaman. There's all kinds of CBD brands out there right now. Very few brick and mortar retail stores dedicated solely to CBD. There's only a few of those, but CBD is everywhere. Why CBD American Shaman is because this company was not founded as a company at all. It was founded as a nephew's quest to save his dying uncle. That's how all this came to be, the largest franchise, CBD franchise in the nation. The founder of this company is a gentleman by the name of Vince Sanders. His story very quickly was his uncle, who was like, a parent to him, was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. Vince went out and did everything he possibly could to look for a cure. There had to be a cure somewhere in the world, maybe in Switzerland, maybe in Europe somewhere. And in all of his research to find a cure outside of traditional chemotherapy and radiation and whatnot, everything kept coming back to CBD. He kept seeing, what is this CBD? So he researched more into it, and CBD wasn't a thing. And this wasn't that long ago. This was, I want to say, like 2012, maybe. There was no information on CBD like there is today. What he did figure out, though, is the worst form of marijuana contained the most abundant form of CBD. So he went around and looked everywhere. I want the worst weed you could find. Right? And everybody looked at him like he was crazy. But he, got a bunch of product in. He started extracting it in his kitchen, and he would fill, basically just syringes full of this extraction of CBD, and he would administer those into his uncle's mouth, like just by the hour. And by this time, his uncle's lung cancer had moved to his bones and brain. And about 40 days or 30 days into treatment, he went to his doctors, didn't say anything about the CBD, and they noticed that his growth had stopped, his cancer growth had stopped. 60 days in, the cancer had actually begun to reverse. And 90 days in, the cancer was gone. Take care of that?
Hey, how's it going? Hey, it's going good. How are y'all doing?
So he knew he had something there, and that is how this company got started. He knew he had found something, and he wanted to share that with the world. Now, unfortunately, his uncle caught a staph infection and passed away from the staph infection, but CBD American Shaman was founded on the principle of helping others. And if you don't want to be a part of something like that, I don't understand it. So learning the history of CBD American Shaman, seeing how it worked for me, seeing how it's worked for others around me, those close to me and those that I meet every day as customers, it solidifies the reason I got into this in the first place. And all we want to do is help it grow. And again, we'll go over multiple of the same questions that we get all the time. We'll answer them here so that we can help a larger audience than what just comes into our shop in Waco, Texas. So, Kylie, Christina, I see you putting some questions, hello, on the side. If anybody else has any questions, we're going to get to those and answer those. We're going to try to do this live stream once a week. Next week, we're going to focus on our water-soluble formula. So episode 2, water sol. What is CBD? Why is water-soluble different than oil? We'll go into all of that. And any other questions, anywhere this takes us, we'll go. We'll have our Black Rifle Coffee Company coffee. We'll have that, and we'll answer questions. And we look forward to meeting a ton of new people. Always feel free to stop by, come see us. We're at 721 South 4th Street in Waco, Texas. Behind In-N-Out Burger, next door to Smoothie King and Chipotle. Drop in anytime, and we're looking forward to this. Y'all have a good one.